Water
अल्लाह
comes in
नीचा
many flavors to the
नीचा फर्स्ट थिंग फर्स्ट भाई कोकोमी के इलाके में चलेंगे। हाँ ठीक है, स्ट्रीम पे आवाज़ बढ़िया आ रही है, एक नंबर। श्राइन देन कोकोमी। फक भाई, मैंने टॉप चैट सेटिंग कर रखी है, मैंने सेटिंग्स चेंज नहीं करी। रुक जाओ एक मिनट नीचा, ये चेंज कर दूँ बस। यप, बैक टू बिजनेस। सो वी आर एट हियर विद फुरीनास एंड ऑक्टोपस। यप, परफेक्ट। नीचे क्या लगता है, 50-50 हारेंगे या जीतेंगे? कुछ भी हो जाए भैंस के, आज हार जाऊं या जीत जाऊं, कुछ हो जाऊं, ताकि मुझे पता रहे कैसे करना है। मेरे पास अभी 25 रोल एक जगह जमा है, टेक्निकल 27 रोल जमा है मेरे पास अभी, तो मेरे को फिर 50 ही रोल और चाहिए। चीची द फक, C6 है मेरी चीची ऑलरेडी। 75 ऑलरेडी 75 पे हूँ मैं, ठीक है। आई एम ऑलरेडी एट 75, सो इट्स 76। 76 ओके ओके ओके। द फक। चीची की अम्मा। I'll take it भाई, न्यू कॉन्स्टलेशन है उसका, ठीक है ना। सो आई डोंट गिव अ फक अबाउट दैट। सपेटा ठीक है, मुझे 70 रोल और चाहिए अभी, ठीक है। कर दूं कर दूं कर दूं नीचा, ये 30 रोल है ये। चाहिए ना, ड्रैगन का बच्चा चाहिए ना। अब तो आदत सी हो गई मैं यहाँ खारने की, तो जीवन में लर्न नहीं है भाई नीचा, बस कोलंबिना निकाल, ठीक है। कोलंबिना तक के लिए तो
This
रोल हो
realm is
जाएंगे, वापस से हो जाएंगे। अगले में है क्या कोलंबिना? इज द नेक्स्ट बैनर कोलंबिना? ये बता पहले। इफ यस तो रुक जाऊंगा मैं, सीधा कोलंबिना निकालेंगे, 70 रोल तो कर लूंगा मैं जमा। आई कैन लीड द ड्रैगन। फक। यप, परफेक्ट। नेक्स्ट पैच पैच
if you
पैच
ever have any questions.
नेक्स्ट पैच मतलब 2 बैनर बाद, अगला बैनर स्किप करते हुए उसके अगला बैनर है ना, ठीक है। चलो जी, ये हो गया, ये हो गया, ये हो गया। मॉन्स्टर यो मोहित, हेलो अंकल। व्हाट द फक, आई एम स्टिल ऑन माय 20s ब्रो। हेलो, हाउ आर यू? alive somehow, I'm alive somehow, with the losing of good night as well. Okay, good night to my friend. Somehow alive, that's all. On the dead body, huh? Why though? Why are you alive? Well, that's a good question. You're a very good question, but I don't know the answer of your question. Okay. चौथी फेल हूँ मैं। टेस्ट रन कर ली ना मैंने डूरेन वन सबके। यप, डन सीन है तो। हाँ, कैंसिल नहीं, रिटर्न टू द बेस। नीचा बैक टू स्टोरी। ठीक है, बहुत सारी स्टोरी करी थी भाई कल रात को, मैंने पूरे रात भर बैठ के स्टोरी कर रहा था मैं। भाई साहब इतना पढ़ लिया होता ना मैं, कुछ तो कर ही लेता। एक्सप्लोरेशन नहीं है ना, ठीक है वो मैं कर लूँगा। क्रम का के यहाँ पे क्या है, कुछ है यहाँ पे? लेट्स सी, देयर इज अ चेस्ट अप देयर व्हिच इज हिडन द ओके। डू हैव एनीथिंग एल्स अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस चेस्ट हियर? नोप। क्रम का के बॉट्स, बाय क्रम का के। सब डाल दिया भाई इनमें, सब डाल दिया मैंने। ओके एक चल गया। ओए अरे 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 फक भाई तेरा हो। Ah, fucking the bow character now. Why this game so dumb, bro? Raiden in 20 for a minute. Yep.
Didn't keep you wait.
Though I still don't remember what was the changes in 20 though.
Yeah.
The
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
क्या करना था? Why the fuck I have wasted so? Bruh, I'm just dumb sometimes.
Little dearie, you gotta eat your breakfast, or you're never gonna grow up big and strong.
I know. There is still lacquerberry residue hanging from the corner of its mouth.
Huh? What?
Its recovery is progressing smoothly. In a few more days, we can ask Miss Lauma to send it back to its herd. I know. I am sure you know that it deserves to go back home instead of staying with us.
But
Did the Lady Moonchanter from the Frost... Its family might be...
I know. Does your leg still hurt?
I know. Didn't the Lady Moonchanter... When the time comes...
Stay close and you will...
बिना पीए मैं गलत डायरेक्शन में कैसे जा सकता हूँ, मुझे तो ये समझ नहीं आता कभी कभी।
Oh, do you think the others are making good progress? Hope it's all going smooth. Oh, hey, look! They made it back as well! Flint's! Lama! How did it all go?
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up, so they won't be joining us for now.
I ran into Miss Anefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flint's.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for.
Let's go.
Fighting alone can get quite tedious, but I had the good fortune to run into a pair of brave young warriors.
We meet again. How have you been?
Albedo!
What are you
Let's
doing
go! The only fucking 5-star Geo character I don't have.
Thankfully, tracking you down turned out to be a lot simpler than we envisaged.
Fucking green eye, man.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. And given how people of outstanding talent
The second one
tend
is
to
Durian,
cross
I think,
paths,
right?
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
Durian? Is it Durian? It's Durian!
A gentleman of few words, I see. And a rather...
It's nice to meet you. Again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec! You're
Mini Durian!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really reflects who they are.
Wow! You look so different. In a good way, of course. It's great to see you looking so healthy.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon as a sign of my great respect for you.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now. Paimon could get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her as your esteemed guide, Paimon.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her Little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves. If that's not a sign of endearment, what is?
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relationships.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Columbina, leave with you? How come she isn't back yet?
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for... Uh-oh. People are talking about me.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure, everyone. But this is...
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities.
I understand. Well...
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come on in and see for yourself.
The fuck? Oh, dance lip! The fuck?
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in. Though it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague too?
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Deansliff, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well, not exactly colleagues, more sort of friends.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important. Paimon's guessing you've heard about the Wild Hunt then.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy, would that earn me a seat at the table?
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Mr. Dainsliff, there's a seat with your name on it. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs. I've missed this.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. They're...
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what's taking her so long?
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods under such circumstances. Would it not be tactless for me to impose?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter.
Besides, yeah,
Besides,
no in common with her
you
than
have...
I do. Take care.
All right
That's
then.
perfect. That's perfect.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that...
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true sage.
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Let's take a little breather, folks, and feel free to chat amongst yourselves. We'll get down to business once the other two arrive.
So we have technically 3 bases. Okay.
Is there something you'd like to say to me?
Yeah! For starters, why'd you just show up here without even giving us a heads up?
If you think back to our previous interactions,
Paimons?
you may recall that that's hardly out of character for me.
You do have a point there.
Sorted out from my competition yet.
Oh yeah! You'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Want to tag along with us? You never know. We might get a group discount.
Sure, let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it! And in return, we can get Dainsliff to be our very own personal bodyguard.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be...
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding, but good to... Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as well watch each other's backs. That's just what...
Indeed.
टैनक्लिफ से इससे आखिरी में बात करूंगा, ये तो कुछ अलग ही बोलेगा. मुझे अल्बेडो से बात करनी है. Yep.
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker? Have either of you ever had your portrait painted? If not,
That sounds like a lovely idea. You know how to paint.
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter.
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the...
I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, whatever styles.
Very well.
You can replicate it.
I can try.
Thank you.
There's nothing much in this one, so these two will be talking
Truth
about
be told,
dang.
I can't remember the
story.
last time I was in a meeting with so many people.
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring everyone together for a serious discussion.
Oh, I can take Flynn's role.
I don't doubt that. I've only ever met two Ratniki, one being you, and the other being that young guy, Eatlua.
Eatlua is a good apple. I'll give him that. He's kind, honest, and regularly delivers supplies to my lighthouse. A true Ratnik to the core. In that sense, he puts me to shame.
Fuck it.
So you're what? A fake Ratnik? That's what it sounds like. Come on. Let's just keep this.
That goes without saying.
Anyone else in the know?
It's dangerous.
Then, in the name. Of course.
No. Go, Sipiko. Yep, done scene. Oh, Nefer and Lama is here. That's perfect. So we're left with Aino and Inafa. She green, man. She good.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all.
Baiting, yep, baiting, baby.
But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the curatorium to watch over things while I'm gone.
Huh. So much for just this once.
क्या हो गया भाई? डराया मत कर भाई.
Not so loud! We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly decides to back out?
Did you say something, Mr. Varka?
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at nighttime. It's like they're putting on a concert in the background.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be speaking before so many distinguished colleagues and collaborators. First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nodcry. Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, an intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress. Over here, we have Mr. Flintz, a Ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, he courageously distracted the wild hunt to buy time for the rest of us. For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. By his side is a new face for us all, myself included, Mr. Durin, who has come to lend his aid. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide in all of Tevat.
Wow! That's a lot of people! Great turnout!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way, so, congratulations on the booming business, I guess.
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is? Who's looking for me now?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence about the Recher of Solnari.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth. Something about you seems like bad news.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Recher of Solnari's real name is Rerir. He was once an acquaintance of mine.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer to investigate Rerir's background.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing here? Surely you already know how he became one of the 5 sinners.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the 5 sinners. I remember it all like it was yesterday. I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The 5 sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria apart in the process. The visionary, Vedifenir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rhindaughter, who desired to create life. The foul, Surtologi, who pursued supreme strength. And last, but not least, Raker of Solnari, Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the 5, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions. So what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like—
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedifenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together, we set a night to storm the palace and free Ved. Centuries on, the memories of that night still haunt me, like a never-ending nightmare. We broke through the palace gates, just like we had planned, each striking towards our separate targets. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedifenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just an ordinary man, working for the Conrian Intelligence Service. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about him. Enough, I hope, to help—
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually—
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks. Besides, isn't that
Bro, I need a
lamp of
new
yours
phone.
bright
खरीद
enough
लो भाई.
already?
मम्मी पापा को बोलो.
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking, I'll make sure to tone it down next time.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif.
Bye. Good
Let's speak in
night.
private once the meeting is over.
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ.
Now that we've united the hearts of the 3 moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an ongoing process. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my rejection cannot be. So far, I have yet to find a solution. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Ray.
Kutar.
Defeating the Ray hero.
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? And what's he really after? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my wish to burden you. But right now, relying on your skills is our only option.
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend I'm not here.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so well. Like two peas in a pod.
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something. Unlike you, I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on my shoulders.
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says more about me than you. But the fact is, I also trust you. And that's because I know that you're someone we can count on.
Anyway, we've got our plan, so let's get moving. Mr. Dainsliff, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if you've nothing else planned, I'd like you to come with me.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have far more luck getting Lauma to convince Miss Nefer than trying to do it myself.
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
Why? You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is how long it's taken you to realize.
Brother, नहीं यार बेइज्जती मार दी भाई की यार कैप्टन है वो like what the fuck Capitano I think we're end of the discussion here because Nefer ने वही बोला था एंड में Nefer को बात करनी है वार्तालाप करनी है so where we are now yep just teleport to the Nasha round yep that's what I'm gonna do today yeah Enter the crematorium second floor. Don't tell me I was there and I just teleported back because I'm dumb. Yes, I am.
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsleif get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rarier's past, and you seem fairly familiar with Mr. Dainsleif already. We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time, it was your choice.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rarier's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before on your travels, so you're surely well aware of how dangerous it can be. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together, and once inside, I will focus on searching for information. Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me alive while I'm under the surface. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times. We will discuss our observations after the ceremony has concluded. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case, Paimon has her own job to do, which requires staying in the room but not joining the ceremony.
Well, good luck, everyone. Sounds like all Paimon can do is cross her fingers and root for you guys.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rarier's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will be greatly appreciated.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team. That's pretty much the most important job in the crew.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard? Yeah, that makes sense. All right, got it.
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get started momentarily.
So, did Mr. Dainsleif tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarier kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked me to uncover what those secrets were all the same.
But surely you're not planning to go through...
If you think... But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history?
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity... All right.
All set over here, too.
extra careful.
All right. Let your whole close your... Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Books, according to Dainsliff, Rarier used to be an intelligence operative. Is this where you keep your secret? He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed. He looks even gloomier.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them, just like usual. Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. This one should be archived under purged targets. Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Neutralized. Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Never mind. Male, 40. Occupation, neutralized. Just another nobody. Come to think of it, I remember surveying. Female, 16. Occupation, not neutralized. Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. Neutralized. Filed. Neutralized.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts. Mr. Vedifalnir, it's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just... Tell me.
It is indeed within my power to foresee.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before...
That isn't a lie. Ever since that day...
Does it feel...
I'm afraid that You fear...
That's...
the burden of
So who exactly...
Or rather...
You're close...
You say that as the...
You are so...
Let me offer you... For many
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis?
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life.
Why are you
Simple. I want you to kill him. You are the only person he would never suspect.
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing such a despicable...
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You too were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the...
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets? Over the Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? Mark my words. Sooner or later, Conria will fall. And it will be his doing. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon it.
The Reir of Sol. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rerir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past as love should be built on honesty. Is it really so wrong? Vedifalnir must have known all this. And that, but I won't just sit by and watch, no matter who I have to...
Huh? Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out. Deli? Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I don't...
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be. We're not going to survive this, are we? But Thelindis, are you even...
Sorry for... I heard you, though. You're talking about what he's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family...
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king?
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves... Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be... For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like we've never met.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after...
I won't speak in his defense, nor can I give you a clear answer to that. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad you took some spare change.
You call that change? But what about you?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now. Please think about yourself for once.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just... Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle, and choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. And the prey won't sense a thing.
I love that. I'll bet no one will try to quiet death at your hands.
I work clean. No traces.
Can't hide the truth.
That doesn't make it open and above board, though. The king just happens to be right now. While someday he doesn't.
That won't happen.
He's changed. Ever since he fell under the spell of that power. It was different. He only had you take out a handful of the guilty. But now...
The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
You know why Felindus didn't accept your proposal, don't you? Was it because he didn't trust you? Something else.
No!
Felindus, do you still...
Orla!
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke...
Yes, we did. What about him?
He was arrested 2 days ago. Chances are...
He...
I just don't get it! After everything he's done, why do you still stand by? Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep...
No, that's not...
Just... I need to go now, Felindus. They're looking for us. If you ever need a place to hide, come find us.
Author Felindus. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... The situation within is proving more problem. No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in danger. But... if all this research comes to nothing, what then? But... could he... No. Surely...
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want... to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? Today's files are in. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Thalindis? No. Why? But you bear no mark of the crimson. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. I see it now. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friends would back me up. Irminsul. Finster King! How far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was here. But what about you?
Me?
If you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission, will you?
Good point. In that case...
No, please! I just want to see the...
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word. So please, just let me go.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. Go, now. But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon if you do.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifalnir. What are you trying to do? Break me down?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thalindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedifalnir. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. What's his game here? Tell me then. What will this moment of opportunity look like? And no answer. He's like a ghost.
So, the king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of and it looks like it almost did. And why does Vedderfanir, Dainsleif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the time for something, we've been in some. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines, and now we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever.
Rerir, are you there? Hey, Rerir! Come out!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with you.
Okay. I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
All right then, but
I've never seen Dane so worked up before.
What the fuck I'm doing here right now? I don't know.
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition...
Don't be ridiculous. We do not...
You might ask your blade that same question. The word on the...
If this is your way...
Oh, we can...
Robbed it here. What brings you here?
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhine-daughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king.
Well, the Universitas your president, Vice President V...
Of course. And as for Eftervit, in missing out on the presidency, he...
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
You must be Rerir.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little...
It's my brother, Vedderfanir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the
Vedderfanir in prison? Does this mean that...
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king... I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedderfanir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in Conria.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedderfanir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vetifanir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vetifanir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get out of this situation unscathed? You have noble ambitions, Dane, but I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thelindis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim. This black fog over the board must have some connection to Thelindis. But why is it taking this form? Does it have something to do with Rarir's past? Another mystery I'll need to unravel.
Yep, we're in.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon marrow can thus be defined as a spatial gateway. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow Lab, the Universitas Magistrorum. This is not a... I apologize if we really...
Now this is getting tough, man.
This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Delindis, did you hear about what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well, so I'm guessing whatever he did was a good deed. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened.
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or does.
Are you scared of?
I don't know. The Rerir I know, logically, but enough of.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon.
A red moon?
That's right.
I promise.
The crimson moon, no matter how.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this.
It is the king himself
फिर
who
हुआ
has
क्या?
betrayed
नहीं.
the throne. He has
Learning
betrayed
ही हुई
all
बस
of
भाई.
Conria.
If you have any love left for...
It's showtime. My job is to stay safe.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for...
मुझे भी नहीं पता, मतलब एक स्टोरी मोड थी तो उसमें चेस्ट टाइप का ही सीन कर रखा है इन लोगों ने ऐसे, मतलब तो बस देख रहा हूँ क्या चल रहा है. Fuck, हार गया, मर गया. Start with the 5 piece, yep.
Hello, Mr. Surprised?
I certainly felt...
I'm curious.
It wasn't a prop. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions.
But he didn't listen. Dane asked for my...
मुझे इसको speed run करना है थोड़ा सा पता है मेरे को ना बहुत जोर से नींद आ रही है मैंने आज कॉफी नहीं पी और मैं
wasn't entirely wrong.
Until what?
Just
खाली गिलास
now.
में जाए कॉफी
Well, it's
बनाने के
like
लिए तो
I sense
ऐसा
H,
हूँ मैं
but
मेरे
this
को
is
मौत
not
सी आ
the
रही है
end. There are many...
2 बज गए.
Is that a dagger?
With your ability...
Of course not. You mean your...
Yes. I can't obey.
In matters of... That is the cruel...
That... I know it's your... You show me disaster, but...
My voice. It turns out...
बिना कॉफी के मुझे मौत से आ जाती है मुझे रात पे कॉफी लगती है भाई
For
मैं
as
ग्लास
long
लाना
as
भूल
you
गया.
live, your story with Thelinda, it is up to...
I will.
Thank you for setting me free.
Just
Story mode है ना.
The Universitas.
स्टोरी चल रही है आर्कन क्वेस्ट चल रही है इसमें बतियाते ही रहते हैं ये मतलब एक फोरसेकन रैम सेंचुरी कुछ पुराने सेंचुरीज की तो गेम बेस बिल्डिंग ये बिल्डिंग वो बिल्डिंग सब बिल्डिंग कर रहा है ये देखो ये हॉटी 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 क्या कल हॉटी हॉटी
Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? By the Universitas Magistrorum. Out of my way!
There is no escape.
Shower me with prey!
No more lies.
Time to conclude.
The Universitas. Allegedly, but if they were ever gonna...
Help! Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me!
That sounded like an what other means? And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over...
Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song!
Rise!
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. Seek within.
Time to conclude. It all falls into place.
Order guide you.
Shower me with prey!
Illusion shattered, torn to oblivion.
Be sanctified.
कहाँ है ये
Silence! I will have
ये है क्या
order. Stabilize!
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Shine down. The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth.
Time to conclude.
It all adds up.
इसने yes that's signature ability है उसकी वो भाई खत्म ही ना होके दे रही भाई पता नहीं मैं पिछले 1 घंटे से 1.5 घंटे से कर रहा हूँ इसी क्वेस्ट में फंसा हुआ बड़ा मैं भाई खतरनाक काम कर देती है वो वन ऑफ द आर्कॉन्स है वो
At the Universitas Magis.
ये लड़की नहीं आई है ये जो
It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. Of course. I'm done for. Is anyone there? Stay.
अरे कटसीन कुछ खतरनाक होने वाला है या तो कोई मरने वाला है कोई तो मारने वाला है
So So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
This? No, don't do it! Cylinders! Cylinders!
I told you, Rerier. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Riri, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair or desire. We all have our own.
Rerier. Rerier.
Lindis?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rerier? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
The five sinners. Rarier.
I will find you. And then... you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born.
The Raker of Solnari. Yep.
A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. In a nutshell, his past...
The cutie is bad. इसकी प्रेमिका डेड हो गई. हाँ एक्चुअली ये ना एक सीक्रेट एजेंट था जो ना एक टाइप के लोगों को मारता था, ठीक है. और इसकी प्रेमिका उस सीक्रेट ब्लड लाइन की एक एजेंट थी जो इनकी ब्लड लाइन से बचने के लिए अपने बंदों को बचाती थी. बट इन दोनों को ये चीज नहीं पता थी. ऐसा
Everyone, I...
Never! She's fine.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of
So
Rarier's life through my
basically,
thoughts.
वो थी ना टाइगर, एक था टाइगर जिंदा है करके मूवी जो भी थी, तो उसमें था ना सलमान खान इंडिया का स्पाई था, पाकिस्तान में स्पाई कर रहा था, और वो बंदी इधर की स्पाई थी और वो इधर स्पाई कर रही थी, पर दोनों एक दूसरे को कुछ नहीं करना चाहते थे, तो वो वाला हिसाब किताब था। हाँ, तो वो वाला हिसाब किताब था, बट द थिंग इज वहाँ पे वो भग के कर लिया था उन्होंने, यहाँ पे लड़की का थोड़ा सा दिमाग खाली सा था। मैं धुंधर मैंने नहीं देखी भाई, धुलंधर कह रहा है, धुलंधर कह रहा है, धुंधर कह रहा है, जो भी कह रहा है।
I mostly agree. However, I would not. Sounds to me. That's not what.
Then try
ज़्यादा
now.
फालतू मूवी नहीं देखता मैं, देखो।
Cool.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story. Don't you worry.
हाँ, मैंने देखी
But let's
धुरंधर
meet
भाई।
up with the others. Yehoda?
Yes.
That's more
ज़्यादा
like
नहीं
it.
देखता मैं
Forgive
यार।
my curiosity.
It says I gotta do
उम्र
the
का तकाजा है
annoyance.
मेरे,
Is
ज़्यादा
that-
चीजें
if
मैं देख
something
नहीं
is
पाता
in
हूँ।
any case, there's nothing.
पता है कब से चल रही है, पता नहीं कितने घंटों से कर रहा हूँ मैं स्टोरी पिछले।
Oh no.
वो स्ट्रीम करता कितनी देर हो गई? 1.5
Sorry
घंटा।
to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so.
कल करी थी
Don't
मैंने
worry,
5-6
I'm not
घंटे,
about to leave you.
4-1 घंटे करी थी कल की स्ट्रीम,
I'm
देखिए
sorry,
कल
what
चौड़ी,
did you
उससे
hear me
पहले भी कर रहा
say?
था, आज भी कर रहा हूँ मैं। मतलब एक
Wait,
बड़ी सी
how
क्वेस्ट है,
long
बहुत
have I
बड़ी
been-
करते जा रहा हूँ,
Not
करता हूँ।
long. You just appeared by the door
भाई
a
बहुत
moment
सारी
ago.
बैडीज हैं इसमें, बहुत सारी बैडीज, क्यूटीज, ब्लू बादी,
Boss, what's wrong?
मॉमी लेवल है वो। हेलो,
You look
बैडी
like
नहीं है वो,
you've seen a
मॉमी है।
ghost.
हेलो हेलो।
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone.
So you control
box क्या है?
everything in.
More or less.
Has anything like
ये
this
लो, अब
ever
देख लो।
happened before?
क्लियर।
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is
नहीं।
there any similarity between what?
I suppose my thoughts are a little.
ब्लू
Is
लॉग
there any-
देखा
The
है,
first
और भी
clause
देखे
meaning-
ब्लू कलर से, ब्लू कलर कह रहा हूँ, ब्लू
Meaning
नेम से।
Oh, listen.
What?
Yes, really.
Well, anyway, I suggest everyone,
Romantic
even
है
though
तो
you
शायद
don't want to
देखेंगे,
dismiss
सोचेंगे।
mental fatigue, just
Don't I have?
If we can
भाई ये
find
खत्म ही नहीं हो रही, देख रहा है तू,
Time
कर
to rally, everyone.
मैं पिछले
Follow
1 घंटे
me.
से टक टक
As
टक
we
टक टक
continue
टक
our
कर रहा हूँ,
journey,
पता
the
है 1
same
घंटा हो गया
rules.
मुझे।
You have my.
मुझको नींद आ रही है, मुझको सोना है, मुझको जी, मैं आगे बढ़ा नहीं, अभी भी नहीं हुई भाई, अभी भी नहीं हुई। जब तक ये नहीं हटता, यहाँ से ये नहीं हटता, तब तक नहीं खत्म हो रही है। जब तक ये यहाँ से ये नहीं हटता ना, ये वाला एरो और ये चीज़ स्पेसिफिकली, तब तक नहीं कर सकता मैं कुछ।
This place looks familiar.
ये तो
That's
रेगिस्तान आ गया।
not a
हेलो,
good sign.
I wasn't expecting visitors.
Oh.
There you are. Sinue's been looking.
Oh, yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change? I know I saw some Mora.
What do you mean, loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for this. Just pretend you saw nothing.
ये ठीक है, समझ गया मैं। पॉइंट्स ले लूँ मैं सारे बस। Yep, done scene. Favonius Codex ले लेंगे, ठीक है, I don't mind, but
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to show.
A new song, huh?
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting.
Pile of stones. Got it.
मैंने अब स्किप किया ना, मुझे फिर से 1 घंटे की स्टोरी, ऑलमोस्ट 1 घंटे की स्टोरी की फिर से करनी पड़ेगी।
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner.
Spoils of war. Who were you fighting against, Dad?
I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back.
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. But things are...
So you're the...
Special ambassador, they call it. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been
So, do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day, I swear I'm gonna...
पेशेंस चेक करता बेसिकली, पता है गेम। मैं एक जगह पढ़ रहा था, आज ही पढ़ रहा था, आजकल में ही कि हाउ 90s किड आर मोर स्मार्टर, not smarter, मतलब पेशेंस उनमें क्यों ज़्यादा है,
That's our
not in
well,
Gen
and you
Zs.
know it. Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, and that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the academia. They said it was all news to them. You're a liar and a cheat.
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one makes it to you. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Iab and Unut territory. It praised the gods. You told me to write. I urgently... This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. Some parts are barely legible. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of water.
I think this is the point. We can check the checkpoint. Yeah, ऐसे आता था mostly checkpoint या कोई story में
Officer,
हाँ नहीं.
I thought you would. This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you.
I don't recognize her.
She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's a really bright kid. Please help.
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special.
What about the rest of your family?
Just the one. Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart...
All right, get over here. Sign your name on the...
Is she never what?
Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
इसमें मिशन कर मतलब स्टोरीज आती रहती है मतलब वर्ल्ड के हिसाब से ना. What the fuck? No! Why am in academia? Bruh. मुझे 1 घंटा स्टोरी मेरे को क्यों लग रहा है स्टोरी आधे घंटे और चलेगी. No. इसमें अलग-अलग टाइप की
Nefer,
क्वेस्ट है,
this term's
नॉर्मल स्टोरी
assignments have
मोड,
been
कुछ
issued
वैसे
already.
स्टोरी मोड, ये सबसे
Please
बड़ा
read
वाला
through the
स्टोरी
materials
मोड जो चलता
thoroughly,
है जिसको
conduct
आर्क
your
ऑन
own
क्वेस्ट
additional
कहते हैं।
research,
तो
and
इसमें
then
अगर
write
कोई
an-
एक बड़ी
Yes,
स्टोरी चालू हो
Professor, I'm
जाती है ना
aware.
तो वो घंटा 2 घंटा 3 घंटा
Oh,
ऐसे चलती रहती है।
please ask away.
Well,
एंड मैं
I
फंस
saw
गया
the other
उसके एक लूप
students'
में।
problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you really think?
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind.
I think what you're saying is a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter work.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are. And I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions.
I wanted to check. If someone sent me a letter to the academia, where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it right to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collects it.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there. Probably sitting on whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay,
Don't mention it.
Hey, you're a great teacher. It's not just...
Oh, my...
I haven't.
भाई अभी भी नहीं खत्म हुआ कटसीन। सूसू भी जाना है मुझे।
No more lies. Can't hide the truth. This must be it. A
इसको ऑटो पे
big
चला के छोड़
cardboard
देता हूँ मैं।
box
स्टोरी
full
जब
of
तक मेरी जरूरत
unclaimed
नहीं पड़ेगी
mail.
ये वो नहीं होगा। मैं
And
वॉशरूम गया
probably some letters that ended up here by mistake, too. Let's take a look.
हाँ मैं तो वॉशरूम जा रहा हूँ। आप चलती रही स्टोरी थोड़ी सी। मुझे देखना बट मैं वॉशरूम क्या है। I'm back. Back with stories. Let's go.
A dilapidations. This one was. Who was it addressed to? This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. In clinical. This seems like some. Wait. The note says. This next one is. A few words in recent. However, as well, education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation whose founding virtues are knowledge and wisdom. I ask you, is the lip service we pay to the policy of education for desert students? As Grand Sage, I do hope. And the sender. So this. What? I'm not exactly. I don't believe for. Wait. Could this be it?
Greetings, Halil. I don't know. In my the Shimti. This brings me. There was a terrible. The Eob and Un. I found a well. When we met, that aside, we have no.
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You liar. You lied about everything. And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks of it. Which makes you a pathetic liar. I think I'll take over from here. No more lies. I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You packed your...
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head back and deal with it.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with, and they can't wait. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown?
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown. It's not worth much.
But Nefer...
All right, that's all from me. You take care.
Don't forget me, okay?
Yeah, I'll remember you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No, I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly.
That was good, that was good.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made. If not, I'd be very disappointed.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the Eab people. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the Eab has a very different trajectory. Others grew weak, but you grew strong, beginning in obscurity.
So...
This well is the...
You're not wrong.
Of course not. Records uncovered by... I checked the map.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say...
Don't get greedy, Eab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the Unut and steal their
So what if it was?
लड़ने आ रहे हैं ये बस.
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders, and I hope I am making my...
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia...
You see how I'm... And what does a barb...
All right, I take your point. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. And
gladly. So let's indulge...
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've...
What? Well, don't just stand there.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Eab's military super...
Well, what is it?
The Unut's
I
am obliged to...
No! That well...
Glad to hear it.
If there is a...
Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger. What an amazing feeling.
So, in summary...
The Eab are... So let me ask you, Chief.
Kill them all.
Precisely. At the same time...
We have our own...
Right. Natural. Weren't the Eab... Let me be clear.
Say no.
Good. You see... Look at yourselves. You may be vile, the monsters who destroyed my home. They're just ordinary, petty human beings. I think we're even. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's... Oh, Sinuhe. My gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive. In this dog-eat-dog world. But you couldn't do what had to be done.
Nefer, it's okay.
I believe I remember...
Yeah.
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
All right. Time for a sharp turn on... So, anyway, that feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired, huh?
Yes, if we can find somewhere to sit...
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny.
You mentioned
my biggest...
Ah.
I didn't know you were clued up on any other religions.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since...
Sounds impressive.
Ah, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
That's Boss Neff for ya.
Sino's hardly a figure of
What about him? Is he a big deal or something?
Well, he's not a small deal, let's put it that way. Please, this is the bare bone basics. Save the flatter. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to...
Please end, please end. Ah, what the fuck?
Uh-oh. 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 I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. Like, look at that statue, for instance. I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but...
A statue with the head of...
That's Thoth, the Ibis King. One of the 7 pillars of... Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
Finally, I think I can end the story and I can go. Ah, no!
Timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one... Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them...
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers. I had a duty to ensure your...
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after...
I take that to mean that you saw the truth.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir. It seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings. You all saw how this came to be. A long time, the Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake. The final blow to the Eab came having gotten. As I stood there, this chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. With this chessboard, every god...
It is the same...
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes. Gather the others. It's time to... Thank you all for being... As promised, the Raker...
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. No matter how much Rerir's, he becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the space...
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the...
Miss Lama?
In the lore of the Frost, the term Moongate is one I have heard before.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a...
Not at this...
But there's...
Yes, and right now...
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world. I highly suspect with the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet,
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to
Makes sense to me. Explains why the wild hunt is so pervasive.
Without the power of the Abyss on...
I could not agree more.
It is a compelling... This raises some interesting questions. That being said...
My pleasure.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset.
It's just... When I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle.
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring...
Mine too. We could never know.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting.
That's...
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to... Hey, is this a...
Why not?
If it's all the same... Anyway, Nefer went back to the... Firstly, it's only a matter of...
Honestly...
Well, felt like some kind of sick...
Today?
That remains to be... You have some history with him, right? Great. All right. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first.
Oh,
All right. we felt a little...
Roping us in?
I choose my...
Sir Varka,
I'm all e...
I think we can...
I see your point. To be clear...
I want to do everything within my...
Well, as in, of course...
Thank you, sir.
I should be...
Alrighty guys, मैं थक गया हूँ. आज की शो में यहीं एंड करेंगे क्योंकि इसके बाद हम मुझसे ना हो पाई. अरे वाह, गेम भी कह रहा है यहीं आता बहुत सड़े के यहीं हो जाता लिपोर्ट तो.
Ad Astra. Thank you for